Welcome to the Home and Life Design Summit 3, where we are embodying art and beauty to create more joy. I am your host, Fallon Jordan, and I am so excited to have the beautiful and just super wonderful Judith Costa here. Thank you so much for being here.
Oh, thank you so much for inviting me. It's so exciting.
Yeah, I'm so happy you're here. And Judith is fantastic. She's an unconditional love coach. She's a self-love expert. She's a writer, a speaker, a seminar leader. She is certified in the Akashic Records, Reiki, Past Life Regression, and she's also certified as a happiness trainer, which is super cool. And really wonderful coach when you're trying to really manifest things, which is why I was so excited for her to be here, because one of her organizations is also called Love, Love, and Love, which I just think is so cool. And I'm just so excited to get into this conversation about just art and beauty, and like having that in your everyday life and as a part of just your essence, and that being the key to creating joy. And I mean, no better person to talk to than someone who literally trains people in happiness as a licensed therapist, which I think is so cool. So thank you so much for making time for us.
No, thank you again for the opportunity to be here to share what I have discovered on my path. And I think the topic is very important, because we, more than ever, now with all the virtual stuff, have our lives in these boxes we call home. Then how important it is to feel comfortable in here. But the world is beautiful. Our lives are beautiful. And we take it for granted. We go through the day without looking, not even the plant that we have. I mean, I have right here this plant that has a new leaf, and suddenly, it's here.
That's so funny, because it stuck out to me. And I love just that you're wearing black and white, and then your background, and just, yeah, like the palm tree definitely stuck out, because I am obsessed with palm trees.
Oh yeah, I have many plants here. I live in the Garden of Eden. And in Florida, everything grows. Then it's very easy. It's that. One of my, the ways I relax and I really release is through this. And I love to see them. But seriously, there are so many things to admire. We should go through the day with this sense of awe and admiration, and we just are running. I don't know where we want to go. But yeah, I always have been, first I'm Taurus, and we are ruled by Venus, and it's beauty is important for us. I love everything related with architecture and art, and before I become a coach, I was an interior designer, not because I wanted to do that.
Yeah, that is so fun.
It's because my mother had an interior design studio, and I started working with her, but more in the business side, to manage the whole thing and to create import and export business and all of it. But I end up doing that for 7 years. It's not that I love, but I have this sense of beauty connects with me. If I want to be happy, I go to a museum.
Mm-hmm.
I love how the things, when they are well arranged, when they have like this beauty on themselves, it has not to be expensive. It's just, there is something in this piece, no? There is this detail, the way you have arranged things in your house. But again, beauty is not only in our spaces, in the design of a restaurant, or in the food, the way it's presented. It's everywhere. Nature has beautiful things, and a lot of inspiration that, for example, people that design jewelry, they take it from nature. Mm-hmm. In nature, we have this geometry, this combination of colors, and all of these things that is just amazing. And we should enjoy what we have in front of us for free every day.
Oh my gosh, I love that. I love that you go to a museum. Yeah, I just think there's so many amazing ways that people incorporate, art and beauty, and like seeing it, and just like you living it. And especially in Florida, I just think Florida is a very beautiful place because of the ocean and the palm trees and all of that. When did you really start feeling like you weren't even thinking about seeing things in this beauty, like through this lens that you see the world now? Like, when did you feel like you started feeling that way?
Well, I have to recognize that my first realization, I had dealt with depression in my life since I was young, in my 20s. But there is a moment when you recover, And then you look at a tree, and the leaves of the tree are greener than ever. And everything is more amazing. It's like you have lost the zest for life, and suddenly you recover, and it's like a reconnection, like, wow, this world. And then we become like, it's like anesthesia, no? Like we go through life in this, like the same every day without looking. But there was a moment in my personal transformation where I understand really the concept of oneness, that we are one with everything that exists, that you can fall in love with everything that it's there, that you are not just here isolated and everything is important about you. It's all. And a tree has so much wisdom, and it's just there, magnificent, and sharing with you all the power that it has. Even if you ask questions, maybe you receive answers, and that everything that it has been created is special. And the concept of love, I mean, when you mentioned this organization, love, and love, it's not my idea. It was really, it came to me.
Yeah.
And someone up there, wherever, it has been putting this idea that we can all create a more loving world, but we do it together. I'm talking about beauty and all of these things that surround us. Part of the organization, the way the organization really have a way to sustain itself is through selling products. We have an online shop with products that have the shape of the heart or the word love in them, of any category that you can imagine. Products for the kitchen, for the home, things that you can wear, stationery, like everything that you can imagine. There are more than 300 and many more. But it's not about selling you products. It's about that if you have around you things that remind you that love is important. If when you get up, the first thing that you see when you open your eyes is love yourself, then you are going to have this image in your mind, and it's going to be present. Then I call them love reminders. All of these things that you can have. I mean, you can use a utensil in the kitchen, but if this has the shape of a heart, maybe when you are making like some cake or something for the family, measuring that, then you remember, okay, I'm putting the love here. It's more intentional. It can be a box of tissues, but it has the one that I have in front of me. It's about that. Home is where the heart is, and it has a little heart on it. Then really the organization tries to promote through many different things. It's not only about the shop, no, it has a podcast, and it has love actions and many other activities but we need the resources to support all of this. But the idea of the products and the beauty is there. Again, I have this inner connection with everything that is beautiful. I was born with it. It's not something that I can separate from myself. And again, there's nothing related with price about it. Is just or taste or design. It's just really a sense of appreciation that all of us can cultivate.
That is amazing. I love you sharing that. And yeah, I worked in mental health for a long time, and the analogy of the trees not being more beautiful when you're like getting that lifting from like depression or anxiety is really profound. I grew up in Maine, so I was surrounded by trees, and I've always been obsessed with trees. One of our other speakers was actually talking about hugging trees, like literally hugging them. And it's just like trees go through changes, right? They go through all this transformation, but they're always connected. They're always connected to the earth and connected to us and connected to each other in very magical ways. And I just love that you use that analogy. That's so amazing.
Yeah, and the idea, you mentioned that I'm a self-love expert, no? That we are all beautiful. We don't see ourselves. We are so hard on ourselves, thinking that, oh, this part of my body, I don't like it, or I'm not wise enough, or I'm not good enough, or this person is more important than I am. No, you are beautiful as you are. You don't need to be fixed. You don't need to be changed. What you need is to really start loving yourself for who you are, like appreciating yourself, and not only the good things, flaws included. And if we tell this to our children, nieces, nephews, every kid that you see, empower them to understand that they are important as they are, because they are beautiful. They are beautiful souls, beautiful beings. here, and then the world will be transformed if we really add a little bit. I think that love and beauty are very connected, because love, everything that it touches makes it more beautiful.
Absolutely.
It heals, it transforms, it makes things shine. Then just adding more love, we will have more beauty in the world. And again, it's not about fixing your body or even healing yourself. Maybe we need less of that and more of acceptance, compassion, and understanding and kindness. You don't need to be perfect to be loved, but you need to be yourself. And when you are yourself, this is the power of your attraction. It's when you really become beautiful. People that love themselves have certain aura around themselves, certain energy that people like to hang out around those guys, because you don't know what it is, but it feels good to be with them.
Yeah.
Then that's the beauty of each individual. That's what you have inside.
I love that so much. So when we're talking about the connection, like beauty, love, and then joy, art, like where do you see, because I feel like you see the connection with everything, but I would love to hear you just like pulling those pieces together.
Yeah. Again, one of the aspects of self-love that we tend to forget, adults, is having fun, self-pleasure.
Yeah.
Because I think we become so responsible and we have many things to accomplish that we forget that we are here to learn how to love, how to be loved, and how to have fun while we do it. And I'm mentioning this because when we do the things we like, we are more connected with this beauty that the love offers. We are more passionate about love. We are more engaged. We are more I believe that a lot of us, we go through life complaining about our reality. We don't like it. Maybe it's the job, the relationship, but we are constantly looking at what is not working, at what is lacking. And we cannot see the beauty that we can perceive if we start being grateful for what we have. If instead of what is lacking, we see what we have. If we don't take for granted things that, as I was saying, there are many things that are beautiful, many books that I have bought and I never open, many things that I can try in the kitchen that are gonna make the dinner beautiful. Then how many opportunities we have during the day to connect with the beauty? And the more you are in alignment between who you are and the things that you want to do and how you live your life in accordance to that, the easier it is that you will see the beauty and not the ugliness of the world. I'm not saying that the world is a perfect place, but what you contribute to it, the beauty that you add, the light that you add, the love that you add, will make it less ugly and more beautiful. Then if all of us just take care of our own energy, what we bring to the table matters, of adding a little bit more love, more kindness, more patience, more understanding, more smiles, more hugs, more kisses, then one by one, we will transform the world. Then we seem to wait until someone else is doing it.
Yeah.
But the title of the summit is Life Design also, no? Then how do you want to design it? How do you want to make it beautiful? And I think that you do that by adding more love, starting with the love that you have for yourself and then sharing with others. Like, smiles are free. When I go for a walk, I smile at people. Some people are looking at their phone, they don't respond, but usually people look at you and they smile back. For a moment, we have connected. For a moment, we are there together.
I love that.
Say goodbye. Send a compliment. You don't even have to say it aloud. Just send love mentally, if you want, with your heart.
Yeah.
Be there, and you will see a beautiful world that is behind the scenes, but it exists.
100%. Yeah. And it's sometimes just those moments. I mean, you don't know what that person was suffering with on their walk or what they were contemplating.
Yeah.
Grocery store, same thing. Like, that's where I tend to feel like I'm trying to give out more love, is the grocery store for some reason. And you never know what that is going to do for somebody, but we know that it's going to do something positive for them and positive for the planet. So
yeah, exactly. And also when we can set intentions. I mean, when you get up in the morning, what do you want to do? To connect with the same thoughts, the same problems that you have, to come back to the same reality? Or you set up the intention to, today, I'm going to live differently. I'm not going to lose my peace. I'm going to see the beauty in the world. I'm going to share more love. Because it's up to you. It's a choice. Nothing has to really have or happen to really do that. It depends on you. And someone is mean to you, you keep smiling. You're not going to give like your peace, your inner peace, your balance, your good mood, your important intention to the first person that really tries to take you out of it. No.
yeah.
It's very important. And the same at night. I mean, it has not been the best day ever. Okay. Then that's the end of the day. Don't live in the past anymore. Just go to sleep. Tomorrow you have a new opportunity to be the best version of yourself, the most beautiful being that you can be. And this is contagious.
Absolutely. And like sleeping is such a beautiful way. Like, even if you've had a really crappy day, like you can, ask for guidance and be like, hey, like would love for my, angels and guides to like come in and maybe help me just like process something beautiful in my sleep, or like do something fun, like go somewhere fun. For me, that's been really healing. Just knowing that like whatever happened today, like I can start over tomorrow, but like knowing that for 8, 9, 10 hours while I was asleep, I was already doing these amazing things to like really open up to more opportunity the next day.
Yeah, this is another thing that connects us. Dreams changed my life, really. That's the reason I started this master. Yeah, I started dreaming about one of my soulmates, and then I started studying and more about dreams. I have also a workshop called Dream Interpretation, that it's a little introduction, and another one about dream incubation, because as you say, you can use the time that you sleep to ask for things. And people don't think that this is possible. And it is. You can say, give me a fun dream. It's not just say it. I mean, you have to cultivate an atmosphere for this to happen. But with the power of your intention, it can really happen. You can go places. We travel every night, even if we are not aware of it. Our body is there resting and doing all the healing it needs at night. But the body that dreams travels and do many things at night. Very interesting.
Yeah, it's crazy. Last night I woke up, I think just because we were having these conversations, like part of me knew this was going to happen. And I like had this sudden like jerk of my feet. And I woke up and it was something that I had been dreaming about and like something I was doing. And I was like, that was really cool. Cause I went to bed like, hey, like I'm asking for insight about this particular thing. Like, feel free to like show me whatever you want to show me or not. And I ended up just having this like really beautiful night of sleep. So I'm so grateful that you said that, because humans are the only species that purposely deprive themselves of sleep and undervalue it. And it makes no sense when it could literally be the key to receiving guidance, receiving an answer, manifesting something.
Yeah, you're totally right. And it's one of the beauty hacks also.
Ooh.
Like when you really sleep, yeah, you look different. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I love that so much. So I know you mentioned going to a museum. What are some other things that you really love to do to just have more joy in your life?
I love to go to the opera, concerts, classical music, but the most dance. I love ballet and any kind of dance, modern, classical, whatever it
love
is.
That.
Yeah, that's the way I spend my weekends, watching this. And also I live in front of the bay and here, and then the connection with the water, just as we were saying, not sitting now. We are going to have very soon a powerful moon. Then just sitting and watching the water or the reflection of the moon on that. I love to travel, even though I haven't done it very frequently. And I enjoy learning and having this kind of conversations. And I don't feel like I work, because I am fortunate enough right now to do what is my passion.
Yeah.
And then imagine, no, that you can enjoy what you are doing all the time and people pay you for that, then that's a blessing. That's really something. And I learn from every session, every consultation of the Akashic Records, every coaching session I learn with my clients. And it's just incredible. But talking about beauty is the connection with nature. I go for a walk every morning because in the past, working from home, even before the pandemic, I always was working at home. You leave it for the end of the day and then you're busy and then it's tomorrow, I'll go for a walk. And I realized that maybe 2 days have passed and I haven't been, or 3, I haven't been out of my house because I was busy. And since I had thyroid cancer, I decided that my priorities should be really to love myself no matter what. And I was teaching that, but I took it to the extreme. Really, I applied with everything that I had. And beauty has a lot to do with it because, I mean, you know, when you are eating and you're having a glass of wine and you take the glass that goes to the dishwasher because this is for important occasions. No, the important occasion is now, like this nice big glass where you are going to enjoy the wine even more. Then no, it's now. And you want to do something, you do it now. Is when I created my retreats, even though I was not working, I felt, I mean, I was fortunate that it was not an aggressive cancer, but the connection with beauty and taking people to retreats with me, to nice hotels where we can not only learn, we can enjoy the experience. And we went to El Dorado near the area of wine, Sonoma, Napa and all of this. It's near Sacramento, in a little inn and visit wineries and having wonderful food and all of this as a result of this experience where when you really feel connected with yourself, there is more beauty in your life. And I think that all the things that I like to do, like even when I dive, I just want to go down the water and see the beautiful corals and the fish. And they say, but what kind of fish have you seen? I say, I don't know, but it was beautiful. I don't know his name.
Yeah.
It was red and like shiny and all of this and this size, but it's just observing what we have around. And it doesn't matter if it's like in a forest or in the water or under the water or in a museum. Just look through the eyes of love and you will see the beauty. Appreciate the things that you have around.
So beautiful. Wow. I like totally felt that in my heart. Thank you for saying that. I love that.
Thank you.
So I know you have an amazing food gifted for everybody. Would you like to share what it is?
Yeah, I think that one of the ways we can connect with beauty and also this sense of appreciation for ourselves is when we kind of slow down and remain silent. Then I have a couple of meditations. One is it's called Walk Within. It's kind of a relaxation. They are around 8 minutes, not very long. And the other one is about self-love, fall in love with yourself. And I am offering this because I think it's an opportunity to really cultivate the relationship with yourself that I really like propose to everyone. Become your best friend, love yourself a little bit more every day. And I think that meditation, but call it just sit, listen to my voice if you connect with me, my accent and all of this, and just be there, calm, relax for yourself for a little bit. Meditating is not anything like very complicated. And if there are thoughts, it doesn't matter. Just allow them to pass like clouds. Just be there, listen to the voice and take this moment to relax. You don't have to do it like in a stiff position or feeling uncomfortable. If you feel like, just lay in your bed, open up like the arms uncrossed and the legs uncrossed if you want, but just sit there and just breathe, close your eyes and enjoy the experience. This is for you.
I can't wait to do it. I've been so relaxed since we've been talking, like really relaxed. So I'm excited to do them. I'm excited for y'all to do that too. You can click the link below to get access to those meditations. I'm so excited for you to have an amazing experience. Definitely keep us posted because I feel like it's going to be super transformative. Yeah. Thank you so much for being here. Is there any last words you had? All of your insight and just the way that you speak is so beautiful and like is an art. So I'm just so grateful for you being here with us.
Yeah, it's a gift. And again, the beautiful you have talents and have gifts, and your gifts are there to be shared with others. And then I'm doing this out of my heart and having a fun time with you. And I hope it helps those who listen and who will listen in the future, because there is beauty, even in the worst situations that you can experience. And I have been there. I can talk by experience, but even in the worst moments, there is something beautiful around you. Then look for it, look for the beauty, and connect with it. It will take you to a different world. Love is always available, and let's see where it takes you.
I love that. That was so perfectly said.
Thanks, Fallon.
Thank you so much. And thank you everyone for being here. We look forward to seeing you in the next conversation, and just sending everyone so much love.
Lots of love to everyone.
Bye for now.
Bye.